everyone, welcome to today's game. We have our lovely cast here. Right now we are missing two of them. I know one's on his way and I don't know about the other. But we have Jarl and Raven currently here, and they're going to kick it off to start with and telling us what's going on in their little kingdoms. Jarl, would you like to tell us what's going on in the Jarl kingdom?
Well, Medieval Dynasty released, which is a pretty big title for the channel. I'm getting ready for a lot more releases. I always play the Far Cry games knowing I'm going to be fully disappointed, so Far Cry 6 is definitely on the menu. However, unlike Far Cry 5, I'm going to wait a week before I get it, because I don't need that, new release hype. I need the game to be actually functioning, because Far Cry 5 was a bit of a mess.
Could I ask you a quick question on that?
Yeah.
Does 6 have co-op like 5? If it does, that's something I'd consider doing with you if you're interested.
I don't see why it wouldn't. That was probably the best thing that 5 had.
That's exactly my thought.
Dweip and I had such magical adventures on Far Cry 5. He's the only reason why that game was good at all. Some of the stuff that we had to go through together was just funny. From Grace hopping off the church and landing on Grace and knocking her unconscious and effectively dead for a while was really funny. Just being able to go up to high stuff like the yes sign and be like, yo, let's wingsuit off this bitch. I bet. I mean, it was a lot of fun. There's also some really funny clips of a combine headed straight for me, and then I shoot the driver in the head. He slumps against the steering wheel. The combine takes a hard 90-degree left, chews up Dweip and kills him instantly. So it's a lot of funny stuff like that I think you're really going to miss out on. Now, on the same token, I think that's why the plot was pretty sloppy with 5, is because they focused so much on the multiplayer. It almost felt like an MMO with how the quests were handed out, and I'm hoping they learned that lesson. That you can have a co-op game and not have to make it feel like an MMO. And I think the best example of that is Red Dead Redemption Online, or even GTA 5, same company. But just being able to have silent protagonists in the cinematics, give the main character a voice, I don't care, but have the other two or the other 4 in the background of the cinematics nodding, elbowing each other. I don't know why, I really liked the way that was executed.
No, I get that.
Other than that, my chat is threatening to string me up alive if I don't play more Cooking Simulator, and they were talking about channel points, but it's really hard to channel point a simulator. So I'm thinking instead of using channel points to sabotage my gameplay, I'm thinking that I might go into my sound alerts and just make jump scares playable via channel points.
There you go.
Instead of cash. Because you know me, I guess I'm a glutton for punishment. Fallout 76 Worlds is amazing.
Oh.
I really think if they would have released that at the release of the game would have been saved.
What is it exactly? Like, I saw a little bit on it, I don't know.
It's, okay, so you ever play Minecraft and go, yeah, but it would be cool if it was modded? And at first, the mods for Minecraft were not really in depth. But they were things like unlimited ammo, more monsters, higher jump height. They were mechanical things.
Right.
Fallout Worlds makes it to where you can enable creative mode, where you could just build a crazy base. No matter where you want to build it, you could build it. It will never yell at you for being too close to a settlement.
Oh.
You could build an insane base with no resources. You can turn on unlimited ammo, faster reload, faster shooting. You can give the enemies 500% HP or 5% HP. You can ramp up the ragdoll physics to a hilarious amount so that if you killed a Deathclaw with a baseball bat, he'd soar across the entire map. But there's just so much you could do with it. What's really cool is you take your character from your normal Fallout 76 experience into that world to goof off, but then you can also come back to your character where it is in the normal experience. So, you could put all these epic, broken, rare, legendary weapons all over the place in these Fallout Worlds maps and it won't affect your main character and your achievements.
Right.
But I think what I'm most excited about it is we are going to be building faction bases, including capture the flag mazes, so that we could have 2 teams do PvP and just play capture the flag all night.
Nice. I remember that with Unreal Tournament.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm going for, that ridiculous unlimited ammo, fast-paced. I mean, there wasn't unlimited ammo in Unreal Tournament, but you either died so fast or you killed so many people that you didn't really have to worry about ammo.
Yeah, or you at least were switching guns so you didn't worry about it. I mean, there was
Right,
quite a
exactly.
few options. Yeah.
Right now I'm trying to design a special type of capture the flag base system that makes it to where when you spawn, after you die, you run over to a chest and it gives you a random legendary weapon. So you're going to have people running around with fat mans, baseball bats, screwdrivers, machine guns, shotguns. I just think it's going to be amazing.
Oh, that's going to be hilarious. I want to see that. Well, cool. What else is going on in your world?
Other than that, we are getting ready to open the tap room. COVID Delta variants really put on a freaking delay on it.
Yeah.
Our tap room was supposed to be open June 1st, but every time we turn around, it's like, well, the fire marshals are too busy, or the health department's too understaffed, and it's just like, but it's coming nearer.
Good.
And I just got alerted that my work schedule's changing, which means you're going to see a lot more of me on the weekends.
All right.
Other than that, that's pretty much it.
What about in the world of Raven?
Let's see. I'm not doing any streaming now. I'm waiting for some personal things to sort out. Playing in a few campaigns in addition to this one. I'm playing another D&D game. We're playing as orphaned children. I'm playing Amok, the kobold, who is slowly turning into like a monk of Oath of Mercy. So that's the plan, but we're not at level 1 yet. So we'll see how that plays out. And I'm playing in this amazing sci-fi D&D game. Have you heard of it?
I don't know. Tell me about it.
Well, I'm playing this. He's I lost my train of thought. He's
Arachnid.
He's an arachnid, arachnoid, and his name is Kai Dovan, and he is an awakened mystic. He started off. He's smart. He got some scholarship to the Galactic Academy. He's good with computers and technology. And then his scholarship kind of dried up a bit, and he had to basically sell himself for to be basically a lab rat. And they managed to unlock some latent psychic abilities. Then something happened there, and they sort of lost their funding, I guess. So he's graduated and moved on, and that's where we start the campaign.
That's on Thursdays on the same channel.
Yes, the one playing the orphans, that's on Mondays on the XP Guild. But this sci-fi one, yeah, it's a lot of. It seems like it's a lot of fun. Yeah, some new players. Actually, all the players I have not gamed with before, so this is exciting.
A few of them actually hadn't played D&D before, or hadn't played in ages. So that's awesome. Like giving people who haven't had a chance to.
And I'll pass it on. I think we have.
Yep.
Wicked has joined us, and I will be right back in a few minutes.
And speaking of that, Wicked, welcome, sir.
Hello,
How
friends.
are you? What's going on in your kingdom?
Quite a bit of things, actually. Quite a bit. Thank you guys so much for starting without me. I appreciate it. I know I was a little bit delayed.
Yeah. Appreciate you giving us a heads up. It's always good to know ahead of time.
Yeah, had a kiddo thing, so that always comes first. And I was like, if I get through these lights, I'll be fine. And the very first light had me stuck there for almost 5 minutes. I'm like, son of a bitch. But ultimately, everything is good. So welcome everybody to my voice. For those of you that don't follow me on my channel, we've got quite a bit of things going on. We are on our 90-day push for the end of the year. Day 3, I think, of that. We're not streaming this because I'm just not. I don't have the time or care to set it up right now. But we're doing some Valheim stuff. We're doing Medieval Dynasty stuff. And we're doing some fitness stuff. And so that's been my streaming life. We're finishing up the 365 challenge, which is awesome. Outside of streaming life, I'm starting a new job starting a week from tomorrow. Tomorrow and the next day are my next 2 days off. And then after that, I don't know when I'm going to be off again because I don't know my new schedule. I work straight through after my end of this week coming up. So it's kind of like lots of things happening for that. I've been planning and thinking and doing all these different things. There's big changes coming to the channel. So I've been putting a lot of effort and thought into how that's going to change over. Yeah. Thinking about reorganizing the garage and things like that too, because the table that has our work computers on it's not going to be needed anymore because I'm not going to be working from home. So that's going to open up some room for the workout. So I mean, there's big changes coming, and I'm excited about it.
I know you said your lady also got a new job too, so yeah, a lot of stuff shaking up.
Yeah. Can I tell everyone on your world what my lady does for work?
Sure.
My lady works in the adult entertainment industry. Or at least that's what I tell people anyways. She just got a job. She is a monitor for an adult website, streaming website. So basically think of Twitch, but for porn. Her job is to monitor and verify compliance for people. So she gets to watch porn all day for work. I'm a little bit jealous.
All right. In my area of things, we've been playing Battle Sector. I'm doing my best to make sure my video card doesn't die and blue screen us again. Been doing these D&D games. I have this one, and then on Thursday we have a sci-fi one. Which, if you guys like sci-fi, you should definitely tune into that. It is a hoot. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So, Wicked, are you ready to do the summary, or should we have one of the others take it?
Oh, I'm confident I'm good with it.
All right, take it away.
So, another day has gone by. A couple days, rather. Just time is passing. We set out on a journey to help Bjork's father, escort him to the town over. Along the way, we heard some howls, we heard some noise, we heard some things that had us slightly concerned. Bjork was looking through the woods and found some rather large tracks that were feline in nature, one could say, but they were much larger than a standard cat that we would see around. Bjork's father also hired the help of 3 young men from a person that he knows, and with those 3 young men and us, we managed to make it to the town unscathed. However, when we got there, we saw a very large cat being displayed in the town center. And this huge paws, just absolutely massive. Bjork was able to look at the size of the paw and kind of compare it to the paw of what he saw out before. And whereas this cat was a male and the paws were slightly larger, we determined that the other cat must have been a female. And based on the nature of this sort of beast, the females are the ones that do the huntings. So Bjork was coming up with a scheme to take out this threat and basically become a hero for the town. We secured the help of the 3 brothers and the wonderful gonads from this creature. Bjork thought it would be a good idea to take the testicles of this beast and use the scent to lure out the other one. Now, our plan was to use the Loud brother for bait, and the quieter brothers can help us with sneaking up on the creature. It worked, I think. We got attacked by the creature, and several wolves-like creatures in the area. We were able to defeat them. The larger brother actually dealt many great blows, the final one of which actually severed the head of the giant creature, its fang lodging deep into Bjork's leg, almost completely incapacitating him. We were able to remove the fang, and Bjork was a little humbled because of the words that he had said to the brothers previous. The brothers definitely let him know that they were stronger hunters than even he realized, and let him keep the tooth that was embedded into his leg as a memento of their struggles. Yeah, that's my entry for today. I need to have some words with Bjork on our way back to town. There's some things that need to be addressed. So we're going to have a conversation, I think.
Okay. Well, feel free to take your conversation up with him.
I haven't heard y'all yet. Y'all, you are here, yeah? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah. Hi. Hi, everyone, by the way, as well, that is in here. I said hi, everyone, to Dime, but I haven't said hi to everyone that's in here. Hi, Raven and Jarl and Dime, my friends.
Welcome.
So,
Man, your story recaps are gonna ensure that Bjork never gets laid. I swear. There's some fragments of truth that I hope never make it to the recaps.
for the right amount of coin, we may be able
Oh,
to
okay. All right.
remove said things from my memory. Just give me just a moment. I'm setting up the host. I apologize. Just a second.
Good.
Well, if we know Mute's gonna want to talk to me, so I'll go ahead and intro the scene, and then Wicket can step in whenever he's ready.
Sure. Because you're definitely in control of
Because
your
we haven't
character.
arrived back to town yet, right? We literally ended it as we were wrapping up the corpse.
You guys had killed it and were binding your wounds and getting ready to head back to town.
So, Bjork is not ashamed of falling in battle. He was expecting somebody to. And part of him egged on the big dumb brother of the 3 that came with us, because out of everybody within the group, that would be the individual that could handle that kind of an attack. And whereas a lot of people might be upset that they fell in battle and didn't get the killing blow, Bjork's astonished that despite the size of the creature and the ferocity in which it pounced him, that he survived. So his thumb is moving across the grains of this tooth that he had pulled out of him. Fragments in the tooth and chips indicating, all of this predators, past creatures, past prey, noting that some of them were quite large. Seeing the fine erosion of what constant fish bones will do to the tip of a tooth. It would make a fine weapon. But this was his. It was his trophy. It's the first thing that he's gotten, and he said, you know what? I may have fallen, but I planned the hunt. We tracked it down, and within 1 day, we accomplished our goal. This is something that will go on my shelf. No one may know what it is, but I'll know. So as they're making their way back to town, he's just in this weird euphoria, kind of grinning to everybody and grinning to himself.
So the mute approaches and a little bit frustrated with Bjork and with himself, and wishes to have some conversation. So I would walk up to Bjork and I would motion to him to step away from the group as we journey back, fall back a little bit, and have a few gestures with me, if he would.
Kind of indicating that Mute wants to be private. Yorick will not speak in words at a normal volume. It'll be a hushed tone, and most of his emotion will be conveyed through the signs that he uses. Mute, well, what's wrong?
So, in motions, I explain the following to Bjork. My brother, we have come a long way since we started training years ago. And although your confidence in your skills, and perhaps even mine and that of I can't remember Raven's name.
Raph.
Jesus. Thank you. And that of Hraf may be high. We need to remain humble. This is the second time that we have had to eat our words. When you made mention to this individual, if he were to go back to town and tell those that you said what you said, he seemed as though he was ready to fight. And being your shield brother, I was ready to stand next to you and draw a blade against him. Seeing him fight out there was scary. The ferocity that he had and the knowledge and skills that he had could have gotten us easily killed had we fought him. I think we need to potentially re-evaluate our approaches to competition, if you will, to those that we look to rival against. And perhaps we should not ill speak until they are proven inferior.
I start nodding as he speaks, and then I motion hands to him. My behavior is not any different than that of any other Viking who has ever lived in any village. The techniques I was using, although beyond both of our scopes initially, my stepfather, the merchant, he never shows up with goods ready to sell and customers to clean him out of his stock. He always travels to towns where there's already a pre-established person who provides many of the same goods, whether they're superior or inferior quality. When he negotiates, it's very much the same thing. And yes, it does at times involve some physical intimidation. When you mark someone's honor, they become physically defensive. Let their emotions carry them before they come to the table. You see, my goal was not to put us before these three brothers or put these three brothers above us. My goal was to convince each and every one of them to be part of this. My uncle is my stepdad is traveling with us and these other people. We both needed to be present in slaying this cat. And bringing those people to the table, no matter which way I had to do it, had to be done. based off of the conversations I had with the other brothers, there was really only one way to get a drunken beast like him onto the field to fight. He had to
I'm
feel
nodding
like
as
he was
he's
fighting
saying
for
this.
something.
I'm following along. Absolutely.
He had to see that he had to defend for something. He's slain so many creatures, slain another cat, not really in his interests. Helping the people of this town, not really in his interests. Information I got from the two brothers. However, you challenge his honor, and you make him feel like he has to prove something, and he's as strong of a brother on the battlefield as any of us.
We have many fights ahead. Some will be against beasts and some will be against man. And although I don't disagree with your tactics, a good strategy is not always to press your face against a blade and see how well you can shave. Sometimes you need to ensure that the blade is sharp first.
And then my hand motions continue. You were always the smart one of us, Mute. And that's where you take your aspects. I'm very physical, and I build. But the one thing you need to realize is no matter how close the blade is, if you succeed, you will find great glory and Valhalla will smile upon you. If you die in battle, Valhalla will smile upon you and welcome into its walls.
It's not always about the battle, brother. We came to a house in need of shelter, and it became the house of a rival clan that we put down not but 2 weeks prior. I'm not saying that we shouldn't show our strength and that we shouldn't bear our arms against others. I'm not saying that we shouldn't Viking and be strong and explore and take risks. What I'm saying is every once in a while, we may need to mind our tongue for the betterment of the group. Not always about glory and reaching Valhalla. Yes, we all want to get there. And yes, a glorious death is what we all dream for. But there's other things that we are at this time attempting to accomplish. What if you fall to this blade before your very own father because you challenge a man that does not need a challenge? I agree with what you say. Yes, the way that you approached him, the reason for approaching him, I understand. And I will support you for that. But the other things, Fenrir's Bane, I'm just saying there might be a few times where minding our tongue may get us a little bit of discomfort up front, but in the long haul may go out and be beneficial. And yes, we're both different tacticians, and I will stand next to you regardless of what your choice is. Just don't make it foolish.
I nod and respond back. Perhaps, friend, you can take a dose of your own advice, but the other way. Whereas I need to think more and consider the outside risks of my own life. Speak less and listen more. It is I who believe that you will not reach your full potential unless you speak more, or rather speak at all. I've heard the noises you make when you work, when you fight, and when you show concern. I know that you being mute is a choice, not a physical injury. Perhaps you...
I stop you immediately. No more. No more. My tongue is reserved. I do not deny what you claim. But words are not always the way to go. I
And
am
I
a man
agree with you.
actions.
But you
And-
also must understand that diplomacy with no words serves little. It's easy for someone who does
Actions
not
with no
speak.
skills speak little as well, brother.
Understood. That is exactly why I said that maybe you should take a dose of your own medicine. I am firmly agreeing with you of my faults. Re-sticking your knife in that wound will not further prove your point. However, in many situations, we are going to be dealing with other clans, rival clans, whom we need to ally or push against. A diplomat with no words, an advisor with no words at the table, serves little in the means of the instant. And I'm not saying you should forego your oath. But not everyone, like Hraf and I, will ever be able to communicate with you on the same level. And if I am not around, as you say, I am an unskilled combatant. And if Hraf is called away on another duty, for he is a servant of the gods, what will you do? Where will you stand? How will you cope?
You are often my voice, brother. I have trusted you these years. You have not said anything that I do not wish to say myself. As I keep my tongue silent, my lips closed, I cannot fault you for speaking. You know well, you are clever, different ways than I, and I am grateful and respectful of that. I agree. And there are times in which I do wish to raise my blade sooner. But my voice, I do not have that desire yet. So you will continue to be my voice. I just merely wanted to express some concerns that I had. And with that, I extend my arm for a embracing shake.
And I reach out and grab his arm to do the warrior shake and pull him in, putting one arm behind his back like a brother's hug. Well then, brother, there is no harm in me acting as translator. If you wish to say something to anybody important, no matter what we are doing, then step forward, get my attention, and I will translate for you, and you are free to say what you will. It is even okay in public for you to have a disagreement with me, even in the middle of diplomacy. That shows we're rational. And then I kind of release him. But hey, I didn't die. I hold up the cat's tooth, smile.
I laugh as I look at your leg and
Yeah.
my bandages.
And
Yeah,
I hand it over to Mute.
I can't take this, brother. This is your reminder.
You
Not
would dishonor me and this gift?
I would not dishonor you giving me a gift.
I hand it to him. Don't consider this as your property and not my property. Consider this as I would want to display this somewhere safe, somewhere I could trust, and somewhere that I know I can lay eyes upon it anytime I wanted to. If you adorn this on your clothing, I'll see it every day of my life, and I couldn't think of any happier way. Besides, it's a representation, like you said. I may have gotten us to that cat. We may have tracked it down incredibly quick, but you are always at my side, whether how questionable the behavior.
I take my axe and I look to my gear and I rip a small bit of leather from my garb and hand it back to him. Now, you will always have that bit of me as well, as an exchange for your gift. I have nothing on me at time that I can give to you. I only hold this king's board piece that will not part my body. But a piece of my armor that we had during this battle, put that in a comfortable place. So as if I need it as a reminder, I will know you have it.
My finger kind of brushes over the leather and I see some of the blood from the fight still sticky. Not sure if it's mine, Mute's, or the cat's. I remove the small piece of cloth that's holding my main braid at the bottom, which had importance but not a significant importance. And I put it in my bag and I tie the bottom of my beard with the leather, allowing the sticky blood to smear in the bottom tufts of my facial hair. And I smile at him. Well, now whenever you see me grinning, drunk, you will also remember the battle.
That is a fitting place for it. Below your mouth, which often gets us in trouble. Then I
If
turn.
you need to,
Yorick
you
and
can
put my
always
arm
yank
behind
on
him.
my... If you need to, Mute, you can always yank on my beard.
I laugh. I'll save that for the maiden.
Okay. Now,
And I
American lady.
turned Bjork arm behind as we walk to rejoin the crowd.
Nice. Well done, gents. Well done. Anything else you guys want to do before you get back to town?
Is Hraf here?
Raph is here.
Right. Damn it! I was gonna say something snide. No, I'm just kidding.
Still can.
No, actually, as we're walking, I was like, Hraf, question for you. This isn't the first bit of wildlife that we've seen behaving poorly and out of character. Do you think it's connected?
Do you think there's greater power controlling these random encounters? No. As if a card is being played?
Yes, I feel like the wolves that were completely not around and left no evidence of their passing the first time through the forest happened to somehow track us, and it's all very, very weird. No, when he mentions a greater power, I kind of motion my hand to the sky. Well, when a storm comes, do the birds not go silent?
Perhaps there are signs. We just have to be open to where these signs come from.
That's a good idea. I think for now, we should just keep notes. And I kind of look at Mute and look at Hraf and nod. You fellas did a fine job, and I address the other three.
Just to be clear, it was actually 4 brothers.
Or 4 brothers, yeah, sorry. That's right, it's 3 and
Yeah,
then
I said 3
sure.
in the prologue. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, one of the brothers didn't hit anything. He doesn't really matter, does he, guys?
Nah, he was
Oh.
crap. Anyways, it was the big guy that was important.
The big guy was amazing. No, I look at the 4 brothers. I truly appreciate you coming out on this endeavor. May it strengthen our bonds as partners. And in the future, perhaps my stepfather and your father will go on more trades together.
The older one's about to say something, but is interrupted by his second brother. I'm just gonna go get some more mead. Interrupted my drinking.
I did. And you know what? For that, mead's on me tonight.
And at that, the older brother was like, just like shook his head. My dear brother does not understand that a job is a job, and if this thing was to mess up our endeavors here by, say, killing the livestock we are taking from here, then it would be in a smudge upon our honor and our skill as assisting your father in ensuring that the goods reach the Jarl.
Not to mention, if this town continued to lose livestock, this could have been one of our very last times to trade with them. They could have had nothing left to trade with us, and that wouldn't do business very good, and you wouldn't drink as much mead. And Mute wouldn't speak to as many women.
I look at him, just shake my head.
two
and
younger
look back.
you see the two younger brothers look at each other like like this look on their face of like, but they called him the mute and yet he talks to girls? What?
Yeah, I just continue walking.
Raph tries to keep a straight face.
Alright. You guys make it back to town. You're able to get some sleep. Then dawn comes. And the town's on fire.
Actually,
So,
one quick question. No, I'm out of spell points. Never mind. I can't heal before. Actually, sorry. No, I have a poultice kit. That is to be used during a rest, correct?
yes. It takes more than just a simple action. It actually takes a bit to apply.
Well, I would like to. I know I'm low. I can't see on, I guess, primarily me. So I guess I will. Like, I actually can't see if someone's bar is low.
Jarl,
You
And
divvied out
Wicked
some
have
healing
some.
last time.
Yes.
We should all only be like 2 or 3 HP down, like all of us. Once we get our rest, I can use a hit die.
Well, there's that too. Just the poultice is a usage die, and I can. So
Oh, okay,
I'm
so it's not a
yeah.
spell.
No. This is I'm out of spell points. I'm gonna use the poultice. What was that again? The forgot I can't. It's a 1d4 usage die, but it heals 1d4, I think.
I think that's what it was, yeah.
Okay, let's see if I still have any left after I use it. So I'll roll the usage die first. Of course, only one use. All right.
Oh no.
Raph
and I'll roll-
loves using everything up.
At least I get 3 points left. 3 points of healing.
There you go, you're up to 14.
Okay, so
All
yeah,
right.
I'm at 14 and oh, thanks. And that's it.
Alright, cool. Anything else?
Well, I'll also bring up my temp hit point back up to 8. Since I have some time.
Okay. So the morning comes. You guys sleeping in a little bit because you didn't get to bed on time for some reason.
If you don't mind, before we go to bed, would we have been the leader of this town? Would he have been asleep when we got in? Okay, so I want to take the carcass, tell the brothers they can still keep what they want, but we should go address this to the leader.
Okay. The leader of the town is sleeping currently.
Oh, I mean, in the morning after they wake up.
Yeah.
I don't want to wake them up over it.
I was gonna say, they already got the big one. You don't want to go and prancing in with the little one like we own the place.
Yeah, Beckett is...
Yeah, but they did say that even after they got the big one, they were losing livestock, so they were hoping that by displaying the big one, it would kind of like protect them a little. So
It did. It found us.
yeah, so I'm thinking if we go in there, we could be like, yo, we got the other one.
Agreed.
May give your father there some additional bargaining positions.
Ooh.
But yeah. So the morning comes, you guys hear some bustling outside. You know your father's probably getting ready. Bjork.
I step outside, tightening my belt. Father.
Ah, Bjork.
And I kind of alternate, by the way. I call him father sometimes and by his name, and it's never meant as an insult or like something petty. It's just something I notice my daughter does to me. Since I'm her stepdad, so I always like to add that as flair. Sometimes I'll refer to him by name, or sometimes I'll say father.
I get it. Makes sense.
Like sometimes I'll go Baggy, especially if we're in front of customers. I won't call him father. I'll refer to him by his name. Me and the boys are gonna go present the leader of this town with a gift, good news, good tidings, and the like.
All right.
I'm sure you saw the dead animal in camp this morning.
Yes, we did.
Yes, well, after they killed the male, they were still losing livestock. Hopefully this means they won't lose any more livestock, which means we will have better business next year.
That would be good. And yes, Sieg has been helping me load up. And I think his boy should be getting up soon. Fjord is just got up a little bit before you and is helping. From the looks of it, Bjorkjof is snoozing away, but his younger brothers are stirring.
Good. I'll get one of the brothers to wake up the other sleeping brother. I don't want to get involved in that. And I look at Mute, and not really giving him a wink, but giving him that nod, like, I'm listening. Because the Bjork a couple days ago would have just gone in and woken up the sleeping brother. Not been very nice about it.
Just went in and kicked him. Get up, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I walk over to the brother that's helping load the wagons. Hey, I was thinking about all of us heading up to the town hall and meeting the leader of this place and showing them the kill.
I'll go with you. I should leave the hungover one not screaming, and the younger ones need to eat their food. I'll go with you, though.
Understood. I am taking Raph and Mute with me. I want to make sure everybody gets the credit deserved that they wish.
Certainly.
How old are your younger brothers?
Didn't get an age on it, but yeah, they're a few
Teenage.
years younger than you. Yeah, they're not.
I mean,
fully.
it might be a good chance to bring them and introduce them to some of the girls of this town's court.
They need to hone their skills first before I believe they're ready for that.
I grin. All right, fair enough. All more girls for you then.
You're assuming I don't already have one picked.
Oh, well, we can all pick a girl, but whether or not we actually get that said girl, that's another story.
You may never know.
I motion for, Mute. Raph, gather your gear. Let's go meet the leader of this town and leave a good impression before we head out.
I nod, put my axe away, and start to gather my belongings.
Raph?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm ready to go.
All right. Let's go then. And since we're not taking the strong one, I'm going to motion to Mute to help me pick up the carcass.
Keep in mind, Fjord is not exactly weak. He's just not a crazy barbarian.
Yeah. But Fjord's also the only one representing his family. I motion towards Fjord. Do you want to carry one end of this?
Need the help I do not mind.
I look around. We're in the presence of
I
a
hand
merchant.
him
Is there
my-
not a cart nearby that we can bring this in on?
I'm watching you like do the one-handed symbols. I'm like, no, Mute. We're going to walk this into the building.
Not in my head.
It's a small village. I mean, if you're out of shape and you can't handle the walk, you can stay here with the other ladies. And I
I'll
grin.
give him another one-handed gesture that I don't think you need to have
From the
known me for
chin.
very long. That you can tell what I mean.
Maybe later, Mute. Maybe later. And then I hand my end of the pole to
Yeah, Fjord.
Fjord.
Yeah, grabs the pole, and then and then you have a pole for like Mute and Raph. and they can, easily with the 4 of you lift it and move it in.
All right.
Not easily in the sense of it's not work, but you're able to maneuver.
Well, yeah. So we start heading towards the main greeting hall.
Yeah, you see he's sitting there.
I'm hoping there's a lot of peasants who sees our group bringing it up.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of people who are. Hey, this way. Oh, you know, you hear that little stuff as you're walking by. You get there, you see he's going over some details about the homestead, making sure everything's in position, and basically deciding what he wants to order from Baggy, as well as kind of like what sort of deal he's going to make for the beasts that Baggy's picking up, sort of thing. And so he's, going over his ledger, as it were. Thank you for the follow.
Does he have any assistants with him, or is he reading the ledgers on his own?
He's reading the ledgers on his own, but there are some others who are there.
Interesting. As we step forward, I just go,
Yes.
We have found and tracked a creature killing your livestock. A life mate of the creature you all killed previously.
He looks up. Ah, excellent. No more of our animals will go missing.
That is true.
Our horses are.
I know
very
it was something
important to
Baggy
us.
would want me to do.
Indeed, I appreciate that.
Oh, but of course. And it wouldn't have all been possible without. And what's the gentleman who went with us? Oh my God, not his first name. What's his surname? What's his family called? Is it Sigmund's sons? Since there's Sigmund's son.
Well, their father's name is Sigge.
That is good.
Sigge.
Sigge.
And
Oh, right.
So, how do Viking surnames tend to go?
Yeah, it's usually the sons. So I'd be like
Yes.
saying Siggy sons to address all of them.
Right.
Wouldn't have been possible without the citizens. They actually saved my life, and I motioned to my bandaged wound.
Wow. Excellent. That is good to hear. I would trust that your mentor there, Baggy, and would certainly know how to spot a good deal and thus procure the proper assistance. Good to see that he's not lost a bit of his edge.
Of course not. I'm actually hoping that he'd get a little bit of an extra edge.
I will note the service you all have provided, indeed.
I tilt my head forward like a bow without actually bowing. That is all we ask. Thank you.
Indeed.
And hopefully the trade benefits between all 3 of our families continue to prosper.
All right.
And I motioned everybody for us to turn around and go back.
And I motion, should we set the beast down first?
The beast is promised to the others, the citizens. I only wanted it here so that he knew we actually slayed our own.
That's when Fjord speaks up. I do not believe we need to take a carcass with us.
No?
It would just be additional
Your
weight, and I
boisterous alcoholic brother.
I will deal with him. I've beaten him more than once.
I mean, we may as well leave
So
the beast here.
I pause and I get a grin on my face. And I turn around and look over my shoulder. If you don't mind, my lord. My friend here, and I motion towards Mute, and our partners, has suggested that you would look great with this creature's fur made into a shawl for you.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Perhaps, as a kind gesture, we will leave our trophy here for you.
Indeed. Excellent. Thank you. I will finish what I'm doing here,
The
and I
honor is
will
ours.
have my man start working on this, and be down to speak with Baggy momentarily.
So I kind of just like motion to the side of the longhouse where we can put the creature down and then start heading back.
And I make a familiar nod and grin to Bjork, similar to that which he made to me earlier of he's not being an ass with his mouth. I am being diplomatic.
Yeah, and as we're walking back, I'd like to kind of make a perception check as we're leaving the building.
Sure. What are you looking for?
I'm gonna see if there's any women there. Come on.
Ah.
This isn't what I wanted.
Looks like your
Don't you
dice
already
is
have one?
acting fun.
Hey, what is going on with my dice? I'm trying to grab it and it's going all over the place.
Your dice knows that you're spoken for.
There you go.
Oh.
I just
Okay, I'm gonna try to
cut it
roll
and
this.
paste it so it dropped on the table for you.
What is going on? Must be my connection.
Oh yeah, no, your ping just spiked to 999, dude.
Oh, great. Lovely. Alright.
Wow.
Bjork's making bad choices.
Which is weird because I can still talk to you guys just fine. I don't hear any robot.
I got
You're
a
starting
little
a
bit
robot.
right there.
Maybe your
Alright.
betrothed is putting a curse on you.
Maybe.
Hey, Raph, you want to roll my dice for me?
Are you sure you
I know
want
you're
to?
really good at rolling
That's
the high
awesome.
numbers.
Yes,
oh,
that's
I think
awesome.
it would be great if you did it. I think it would be hilarious if you rolled my dice for me today.
Where did it go? Oh, it went back of your head.
Don't.
It went to
I
the back
don't
of your
know.
head. Oh man.
What is it doing up here? Well, it was an 18. Does that count? Alright.
All right.
So go ahead and roll a d20 there, Raph, and my
Therevan rolls played
persuasion
this
or
card.
perception is a 2.
Oh, wait, what's that? What's that popping out on the feed?
You're hungry, good. Be thirsty, yes. I didn't quite hear it, but
It's put a bane.
oh.
So that means a minus D4 if I'm not gonna roll bad enough.
Yep.
All right, I'll roll my dice here.
You want to roll his or you want to roll yours?
Oh, where's? Oh, there's
His is
his.
right
Okay,
there.
I'll roll yours.
And there's a D4.
Alright.
Whoops, and I knocked the board over. Ooh, 9 minus D4. Let's see. 6 plus whatever.
3. So
That's
6.
2.
So 8. So as you guys are leaving, you hear a girl's voice. Ow! Excuse me?
Now,
You-
did I just bump into her?
Yes.
I was trying to get my boy Mute hooked up, but this isn't working right. I look at her and I go, "No, excuse me," and I pull my shirt down and kind of like walk out of the longhouse like, how dare somebody be in my path?
Was I privy to what you were going to be doing, trying to find someone from you?
Oh, it's too late. You've already let the die roll, brother. You done
no,
screwed me over.
No. I was
No,
just
just-
looking for a girl.
Well-
I was looking for a girl. You may have seen me looking around the room, but that's about the extent that Raph would know.
Well, that's fine. You gotta remember, well, not with my dice rolls, but I should be the best at looking for girls, and I'm the one who's not looking for them.
Mute.
Well, I
Can I
get that,
have
but
you-
again, I was just seeing if there were girls.
Can I have you roll a D20? This is just a luck roll. So it's just a straight D20. Which you get.
Sorry, who do you want to?
Mute.
Oh.
A 4. So, yeah, I didn't get very lucky.
Yeah, we're good. You guys get back there and load up the carts, and Beckett arrives and is like, "All right, Maggie, your service from your assistance has proved very valuable. I would like to thank you and award you this fine steed as thanks for their service." He brings out a young, feisty horse that is very muscular and fit, and a very nice horse.
He works out.
It's not very good for the cart, and he still has some training he needs, but is a very good breed. And he hands the rope to your stepfather, Bjork, and like, you. And I need to go and take care of some things, and my steward here will continue to assist with being sure for your trip. Thank you. You could have done that, Raven. It would have been interesting.
Yeah, I thought of it afterwards. I was thinking I should have played the minor encounter card instead. That would have been interesting.
Thank you for that.
Oh my god, to get in a fight with the lady?
That would have been quite
Keep in
cute.
mind,
Pulls her shoe off and starts beating me with it.
not all encounters have to necessarily be combat encounters.
Well,
They can just be
sexual
hostile.
encounter.
What I did to that girl.
it depends how serious the ladies would have gotten it or who they called in.
Like, excuse me, you
I think
peasant.
every lady that Bjork would spend... I think every lady Bjork would spend time with would probably say was a minor encounter.
Ooh.
Ooh.
If you think the mute makes great noises during combat, you should hear him during not combat.
The girls would look at me and go, "Whoa, what? Like, how do you know that?" And I'm just like wriggling my eyebrows. That's a fine steed, father.
Indeed. Well done, you all. Thank you. This will either fetch a fine price or make a nice mount for someone.
Oh,
Take us
oh!
to
I just
battle.
tested to see if my dice were working and rolled a nat 20. Of course. Okay, whatever.
So I didn't curse them? Okay. That's good then.
Oh, that's perfect. Alright. So,
Alright.
you guys are able to now connect carts. You get additional carts set up and ready to go. You guys get some foodstuffs that are now loaded into the carts. You guys now can travel light because you don't have to carry gear anymore. That was part of the point of coming to this town. It was because you needed to get... Uh-oh. Forgot you have to move it back on. You need to get the horses from Beckett's location there in the southeast. And now you're going to head right back up to Oscar's, where you all are going to get some wooden goods that the Jarl said he wanted, as well as do some trading of goods. Then you're going to go up to Halar's for additional goods, but these are actually those of the metallic variety. Then you head back to the Jarl's place. So,
Actually, before we leave, trying to look, because when we arrived, I was out of rations, and now currently also out of poultices. Would I be able to, if there was any party funds, use them to replenish my supplies, basically?
Poultices, no. Food you could, but it's been provided.
I have rations that I can give you if you'd like.
If you
I have a ton of
recall,
rations.
Bjork's mother
Oh,
ensured that you all had the food you need for this
Right.
trip. You will need
That's what I
rations
need,
when you go
rations.
on your own, but you do have rations for this trip that were provided for you
Right. Okay,
as
that's
part
fine.
of your trip.
And how do I acquire more poultices again?
You would have to do that at a location that would have it. This place does not have the
Oh,
herbal
okay.
components
That's
that are
fine.
needed. Dumpgraph wanted to know what the classes are, if you guys want to quickly say your classes.
I am a ranger. I fight with the spear, and I've started going into more of a craftsman so that I can build boats.
I am playing. Well, I'm calling it a runic caster and a chosen of Odin, but it's a re-flavored warlock and with a patron of Raven Queen. So in my case, it's now Odin.
Correct. And Mute, I will help you with yours unless you're good to go.
No, I'm a blank, and I'm a human, and I am test in size and stature.
So the Mute is a scholar, a warrior scholar. And so he's an int-based fighter. And so he has maneuvers similar to Battlemaster, but they use his int to do. And next level he actually gets additional proficiencies, so he's pretty much a fighter without heavy armor. That's Battlemaster, but uses int instead of strength for his maneuvers.
I'm very new at this. I know nothing of what I am or who I am. I just go, hey, I swing X and make dead things.
Hey man, everyone has to have a first game. You've been doing awesome for your first game. Your first campaign, I should say. It's your 9th game. But yeah, it's been good. So, you all now have a companion for the trip. You each are given a horse to lead that is pulling a cart. And you all head north. Anything you want to do as you go? Feel free to stop me, otherwise I will just press on with narrative until something happens. As you guys are traveling, you hear a certain individual from the group start grumbling, complaining about all the extra work of having to worry about dealing with the horse, and you'd rather just carry his stuff than deal with a stinky animal, and you can obviously tell someone's hungover for a bit as you guys are traveling. It will take you, yes, all day to get back up to Oscar. And so you all travel today. If my goes move that, and do we have any bad weather? We'll find out. No, you guys are okay for weather. So the weather is fine. You have no more cats on your tail, which makes your trip a whole lot nicer than having a cat try to kill your horses while you're traveling. Somehow they're no longer around. I'm not sure what happened. And so you continue traveling on, and get there by nightfall. You are now back where you all started the campaign. Bjork. This is also the location
Yes.
where someone you're particularly fond of resides. Anything particular you guys want to do while you're here at Oscars?
Look to Bjork.
So Haraf looks at Bjork. Bjork?
Bjork is just going to... What the heck? He's just going to chill. He's ready to get the next leg of the journey on. Because as soon as this is all said and finished, he can start working on his boat.
You're at Oscar's. Right.
Right.
Now, which is...
As soon as the whole trip is done, he'll be able to start working on his boat. And that's kind of what he's thinking. So...
Okay, just making sure you remember.
Entangling with any conversation with anybody could potentially hold up the trip, and I don't think Oscar's is in danger.
No, but your lady's here. That's why I mentioned.
Right.
I didn't know if you're going to speak to your lady fair or not.
No. Like I said, not until I get a boat. Then I'll have something to show off to her.
You mean you don't have a nice scar in your leg to show off to her?
I'm not going to show that to her. She doesn't need to know about that. I'm hoping it doesn't scar too much.
Were you saying wicked?
So it's only been a day. It's not
I'd
really
show
a
it to
scar.
her
It's
if we were there. Like, hey, look at this dumbass.
Look at this big gaping wound. It's only been a day, so it's still bleeding and fresh. Ta-da!
Have you changed your
Hope
bandages?
you enjoy it.
Uh,
Somebody roll a d20 and see if I was smart enough to change my bandages.
Well, I'm the one with medicine, so maybe I would have done it. Let's see.
16.
Yeah. Hey, Raph, I need my stinky bandages changed.
21. Because this is an unimportant roll. In combat, I'll roll lower.
Yeah. All right.
So you're not even paying much attention to it. And as we're moving along, I say, might need to change your bandage. Looks like it might be getting infected.
Whatever you say.
Okay.
I don't think you want me to amputate, do you?
No, like I said, whatever you say. If you say we need to change them, let's change them.
Whoa. Yarl's internet apparently is really happy right now.
Stupid. It's not internet, it's tabletop. Because everything else is working.
Well, your talking just went robotic a bit.
Poop.
That's
Great.
why I said your internet.
Question is, what is he downloading suddenly in tabletop?
It's probably a song. Because not all the songs apparently got loaded by everyone. And so when it starts looping, I go to the one after it, instead of having the exact same song all night. And apparently that's when it triggered him to download something and it like froze. I realized the music was doing that. So I may just go ahead and play it for the viewers to hear, and we'll just have dead silence, since it's otherwise Jarl's internet is not wanting to cooperate, which I don't blame him for, because I know he's his own ISP. He wishes. If it wants to play. I will have to go about it another. It's just nice to have the, ambiance noise going, so it's not just silence whenever we pause speaking for a moment.
I know a thing or two about that.
Uh-oh. We lost a Jarl.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna re-log in.
Okay. I'm glad you think it's soothing. It is meant to be kind of more soothing. I didn't have any, Viking-themed war music or anything, so I went with this. because I could use it legally and not get, in trouble. There we go. I don't even see a ping for you at all yet. Alright. So, you guys rest at Oscar's. Next morning, you guys start packing up to leave. Let's see what we get. Okay. Jarl, as you guys are packing.
Yes, sir.
Bjork is approached by a lady. Not speaking to me this trip? Did I do something?
Nope. Just a work trip. We had to be quick, and I was gravely wounded.
Sorry to hear that. Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want to worry you. Besides, Raph over here has been worrying over me.
Oh, but
For
dearie, I always
bit.
worry about you.
Well, I am flattered.
She gives you another little pack of food. Be sure next time you
so
don't
I
forget to
get
chat
to-
with me.
Of course not. Let's see. Do I have anything to give her? No.
I'll say, I'll make sure he comes and talks to you next time we're through.
They had actually insisted on it, but I want to get this trip done.
I
Big
understand.
news coming.
Oh, excellent. I hear the Jarl's men are supposed to be returning, but there hasn't been any news. I'm wondering what's happened. I was going to ask you if you had heard anything about that.
No. In fact, that actually worries me a bit. Perhaps after we're done with helping my father, we should come and investigate.
Well, I'm sure you wouldn't mind if Vigo didn't make it back, would you?
I played dumb with her, but not in a way that's like, what do you mean? But like it doesn't bother me. To be honest, it has been brought to my attention that mayhaps I've been a little aggressive.
Towards Vigo?
No, I just mean towards people in general.
Oh, you are a bit hot-headed, but isn't that why your hair turns red with you?
I am not. How? Yes.
You see, she is smiling and winking at you,
I've
being
heard
playful
that
with
as
you.
well from a very wise, loud person that I know.
Am I near this conversation?
If you want to be.
I'm just asking DM if I'm anywhere nearby.
It's up to you. You guys are packing up, getting ready to go, so you very well
I
could
happen to be walking by when he says that, and I just kind of grunt. Go on.
Actually, I will step away. I'm going to look for poultice ingredients in this town.
They don't have any people that are of that sort of herbal aspects here.
Right.
You'd
It's
actually
the
have to go
next
forage
town.
in the woods.
Yeah. I was just checking. I'm also trying to avoid physical labor. So.
Well, I mean, if you want to take the time to go check the woods yourself and try to find some, you can.
You know what? That's actually a very good idea. I'm glad I thought
I'm
of
not escorting you, and I may
Delay the
just
whole
have
trip.
to get some cards. Oh,
Yeah,
look, Raph is out in the forest by himself. Oh no, minor encounter.
Why would you do minor? Why not do a
I don't know.
legendary
I don't
encounter?
have any cards. Ooh, there you go. Fenrir himself comes upon him for killing his friends.
So you can spawn a hard encounter. You can spawn a mythical creature.
That would be fun.
And then you can actually spawn dilemma cards, which have some varying grades of those. So for an example, that's an example of one of the drama cards that's just randomly drawn and played. So you'd be
Can't see it.
if you fall or are knocked prone, you're no longer prone. So basically, you automatically get back up.
What
That's
he's saying is you get knocked down, but you get up again?
Yep.
Never going to keep you down.
That's one of the
It's
What was it?
interesting that
copper
cards
drama
were
cards.
blank for me. Not on
Was
the
it
stream,
completely
though.
blank?
For me, it was both. It's white on both sides,
Really?
but I can see it on the stream.
Mine just says JPEG on the screen.
Interesting.
Load image filled, unsupported format, unknown supported formats, blah 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 blah.
Interesting.
Oh, good. We've got Jarl connected. We should move forward with things while he can still roll.
Indeed. So, you guys head out after Jarl's encounter and head towards the next location. You head to Halar's. Now, Bjork, of all the towns, you know Halar tends to be the harshest man. But that's also because they deal with moving the harshest materials. They're known for stone and earth and metal. So essentially, if you take the Dwarven Society from most fantasy games, these guys would be them. Just without the Dwarven accent.
But they don't speak Scottish here.
Well, it depends on your world, because if you go to, Jarl's world, apparently they speak with a Russian accent. Right, Jarl?
That is correct. And in the other continent, the dwarves speak with a French accent.
There you go. Here, they just speak with the normal accents.
Here
since
they
they're all
speak
human.
with normal Viking accents, like, oh, there, the birdie, birshka birdie.
Yeah, except then you wouldn't understand what I'm saying, so I tend to translate it.
Just imagine all of us speaking with Minnesotan accents.
Yeah, basically. It's a good way to look at it. So you guys travel on
Everything
to-
ends with the don't you know.
Oh, don't you know? Oh, you guys are getting lucky.
So much so that even mute signs, don't you know?
You guys get to Halar's without incident. Apparently, my dice decided that they don't want to be nice to you all and smack you around tonight,
Well, don't look at me. I can't touch them.
right? And so, you guys get to Halar's. Use the backup dice. And, you can always just copy and paste the dice a dozen times.
So we've taken an additional rest, or have we taken an additional short rest at any point?
Yes, at Oscar's, because you had to sleep the night.
Okay. Then I would have healed anybody up to full. I'm guessing.
That's why I did
anyone
ask.
I forgot. Was anyone else slow? No?
I just need a couple more, I'll add it.
He just needs some more lovely food from his lady. He'll get them all right as rain.
I'll leave next time we pass through. I'll leave a few wounds untended.
That's great. Well, do you guys want to take a quick 5-minute break?
I might need a few minutes longer, but yes,
Okay.
please.
I knew it was getting close to your time to grab your food, so that's part of why I was asking if we need to take a quick 5-minute break and let people grab drink and bathroom, whatever they need.
I mean, it sounds like, yeah,
Cool.
don't you know? Yeah.
Yeah, don't you know? We'll be right back, don't you know? Right after a few minutes. So don't you know? Don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back. Stick around. We'll be here in 5 minutes. And Dumpgra, yeah, the map that you saw there was the in-game creation of Bjork. I used a program to create it based on the role he made. Welcome back, everyone. She'll continue here at the lovely place, the Iron Forge, Flowers, in the northeast. In the shadow of the Temple of Odin, I can be seen not far, actually, from Halar now. To actually get there is a bit longer because there's some difficult path otherwise, but it is viewable from Halar. And Halar indeed is there with his men to greet you, as he knew Bjork was coming. Welcome. What are you all doing in this place? Bjork.
We are here to trade goods.
Ah, little Bjork, you've grown up quite a lot. I see you're helping your father out now. Good.
Yes, he's been gracious enough to offer me the chance to prove myself.
Very good. And I take it you're here on business with the Jarl then, Baggy? He nods. As usual, he has some special orders he wants me to pick up. I'm sure you were notified on them. Yes, I was. Some of his orders are not exactly as smooth as he thinks. But we've done what we can. We'll start gathering the stuff. I take it you all wish to stay here tonight? Looking at the lot of you as well as Baggy.
Well, that would be appreciated. You could have some place to stay.
Well, we always have a stable, but I'm sure we could put a bed together somewhere.
Actually, I was trying to remember. This is the town that's closest to the temple, correct? The one that...
Yes. Now, it's still a decent trip to the temple, but you can actually see the temple
Right.
from here.
Yeah, that's why that's why I'm staying here instead of going to the temple, I think.
Well, feel free to make yourselves useful and unload what needs to be, and then we'll load up tomorrow. You can also shop around if there's anything at businesses here you want to buy. And he heads back into his building, which you actually don't see normal longhouse like the others have. He actually goes to a door into one of the smaller mountains, and it looks like he's actually just converted one of the old mines into a home. What do y'all do?
Now, this is a town that would have poultices or the ingredients for them, correct?
They have someone there that you'd been told that has access to poultices for themselves. Whether they would be willing to part with them or not is a different question. You would have to convince them to part with them.
I asked the mute if he has any coin available.
Don't know if I do.
Must have had something left over when we trained.
I don't recall. Let me check my notes here.
You guys spend some of the money for training, but you'd also retain a large portion of the money for spending on things that you'd want to spend it on.
So apparently where I write my stuff down does not save my stuff, so I have no idea if I have any money.
Yeah, I noticed my character sheet keeps reverting back to 16 instead of the -2 mod. It goes to 16 for my strength. So I think I may have lost stuff as well.
That is odd, because I save it at the end of every session. So I'm not sure why.
Yeah, I keep looking at my notebook, but I don't have my notes. Like, I don't have the piece written down that I have. I don't have anything that I used to have in here.
Did you put it on note cards, or you put it in the book? Where'd you put it?
Notebook.
There's the actual notebook. Which I believed you. I was just curious. Why?
I saved my notes, which is I'm just putting contacts and like NPCs and stuff. That's all I've been putting in the notes, because I've never dealt with any of the coin or equipment except what was given to me directly.
Mute, yours seems to not even want to be editable.
Yeah, I tried to do things on the note card too, where it's like click on the note card, and I try clicking on the note card, and it's just I can't do that things.
Well, it's weird because here's how it should look. Like, Jarl's looked that way, and yours was taken from the same one. So it's like somehow the book broke at some point. Because these books definitely are not the same book.
If I recall, I believe it was some like 7,500 gold. That was a joke, chat.
Oh, yeah. Loud laughter.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think it's more like 1 million platinum you had, since, you know, we're actually on a silver standard instead of gold. So anytime gold's mentioned, it actually should be silver. But there you go, Mute. Hopefully that book works for you. Got it down. Let me see if I can find that info.
I know we wanted to potentially buy everyone a gambeson, which is the equivalent of studded leather, because I think we can currently all use light. I don't know if Bjork can use medium.
Don't we have some medium armor already, though? Like, I thought, or not medium, light armor already, because I thought we got some before we went back to the caves the first time.
Yes, I'm wearing the armor that we found.
There were two
gambeson.
sets.
Yeah, I don't know who put the second one on.
I believe it was actually Bjork. I can't remember.
Has some linen armor.
Hey, it was you.
Well, yeah, you have to have something on. Linen, yeah, which is the equivalent of leather. So those are the two. We wanted to at least get you linen armor, or possibly get both of you gambeson.
It makes sense to try to increase your armor.
Yeah, we already know Mute is somehow gifted at armor that he doesn't need to wear any, I think. But it doesn't hurt to put some on, or maybe it does, I don't know.
I mean, I'm good to wear armor as long as we can go get some. As long as we got the money for it, yeah, I'm good to put some armor on.
Thanks for your patience, Chris. I'm trying to look through all my notes.
I actually think if you don't wear armor, you add your int and... Or no, that doesn't total up either. So I don't know. Since I don't know how your class works. So we'll have to figure that out at some point and then possibly get you armor.
Okay, I don't have it anymore. Because I gave it to you guys, I assumed you had it. Let me try that. Thanks for your guys' patience as I try to see if there's a way I can do this. I'd like to get the actual info instead of, make something up.
We could have gotten robbed.
Could have.
I mean, I have done some pretty dumb things while I've been fighting. Maybe it fell from my purse.
We gave it to the Jarl.
You did do that at one point.
Yeah, Bjork put it under the wrong floorboard.
Yeah, you stored some there.
No, all that money's gone.
And that's
I
why
rolled a
said
one.
the wrong.
But yeah, I rolled a 1 in the fucking failed negotiations, and all of it's gone.
Guys, where's Mute's bag? Mute's chest. Nope. Blink.
Chest it was yesterday.
Ha ha ha.
Today is lake day.
I'm trying to see if I can find the copy of your book, because you said you had it written in the book. I'm checking the other save games, see if it's in one of them. I actually have a few save games for our game, because I saved it when we were in the dungeon, so I can easily load back there.
One idea is we could probably just say we have X amount for now, and then when the game's over, we can look for it.
That was actually second to last one. This is the last one. If it's not here, then it won't matter. Otherwise, I'd absolutely agree with you, but I can look at this one last one. If it's not here, we don't have it. And then, yes, I'll absolutely give a number, and that's what it will be. But I want to check this last one since it didn't take that. Usually it doesn't take that long. Oh, there it goes. To load and check. It seems like as soon as the book gets put in the chest for some reason, it blanks out and dissolves, which is odd. It shouldn't change its format when it's put in that chest. But as we saw, that one has the book correctly, but it doesn't have any contents. Alright, well, it's a little over that. Give me a moment, and I will give you your number. Because I know a way I can find close to what it is. You guys
I
are
hope
level
so, because
2, correct?
penniless is not a good look on me.
You guys are still level 2 if I remember correctly.
Yep.
I think we're level 5. No, we had enough for 5.
I mean, -5, sure. I'll start introducing a load train.
We had enough coin to go somewhere, like not. We weren't. I don't know. I don't think we were near level 3 equivalent. So somewhere on the lower end of 2. Purchasing from 2 to 3.
You had around 1,200 silver. Half of that was spent on training materials and such. But you should still have about half of that you can spend towards other things.
So you said 6,000? Is that what you said? 12. Which is
1,200.
1,200, which is 600.
So you have about 600 that you could spend for things. However, amongst the 4 of you, well, 3 of you right now, was 4 of you. That would be about 150 a person.
Do we just want to split it then? So everyone has 150?
If you want to make it so you each have 150 silver, that's fine. And then, hopefully,
Okay.
Jotnar can join us again, and he'll have his 150 to gear up some too.
So it's not on Varger's sheet, the 150. This was before?
Yeah. Yeah, Dumbcraft, due to the Viking Society, we're dropping the standard 5e gold for silver. So any standard gold cost is actually silver.
So we should
Because
have
if you give a
enough to
Viking a
get-
gold, he's going to laugh at you.
We should possibly then look in if there is a good blacksmith here into getting armor. Dynix, can the mute wear armor, or is his AC calculated differently?
He can wear light armor.
That help? Is it because it says his armor is a 5? Does that mean if we
Probably means it's +5.
Yes, no,
Yeah.
I understand that. I'm just wondering if putting armor on will add to that, or does
Oh,
it
he has
change?
armor on.
Oh, he does. It's just, it doesn't have equipment, so I don't know what he's wearing.
Okay. Yeah, no, he had... I don't know what it was. It was one of the armors that you guys gave him that he had on.
I think we had
Jotnar is the
two-
one that doesn't wear armor.
Right, I think we had 2 Lenin armors, and that's why it looks like it's he adds his intelligence mod to his AC, so that's 3 plus 1 plus 1. That's how it looks. That's why it's a 5. I'm guessing.
Sounds about right. We can double check it later.
So, at one point, we will look to upgrading both their armors from Lennon to Gambison. And at any point, if Bjork wants to go with me, we could. He's better at that, but I'm better at talking, I guess. Though I've done some trades as well, but yeah, that's what I would like to suggest to the group.
Yeah, Dumpcraft, they have lots of amber that they want to trade for your silver.
I mean, I'm good with getting some more armor if we can find anything available. Absolutely.
Like, if there's something already made or it has to be custom, then if it has to be full customized, then we probably better to head when we get back home in Hakon, there where the Jarl is.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to go for custom armor right now because we would have to come back for it, and that's just too much work.
Yeah, as I said, I don't know if there is pre-made armor that can be used or it has to be custom. So, because obviously we found the ones that we're currently wearing. So I don't know if someone already we can look to see if someone has armor already of the type we're looking for.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll a investigation to see how well you're able to locate what you're looking for.
Oh, the mute's good for that. The mute's good for finding things like that. He understands armor and weapons better than I do.
Well, you better ask him for
Well, then
help.
do I do like a perception, or what am I going to do to figure out if we look around this town? And there you go. I'll do a perception to walk around the town and see if there's any place where it looks like there's some decent armor shop, anything like that, a blacksmith or a leather ferryman, whatever we can find.
Sure.
Well, you said it's an investigation check. That's why you're good at it.
If he's just wanting to look around, perception's fine. If he wants to actually search and try to find kind of where the best is, it would be investigation.
Yes, you're looking for the best. I can find an armor shop, but I don't know the difference between one or the other.
So then go find some shops and come back and tell me there's some that look good and some that don't, and I can do a whatever check to find out which one I want to go with, and if I can determine maybe if they're better. Like, I'm so confused and lost here. I just want to throw some dice.
Throw some dice.
18. Did I find someone who has armor?
So you're able to find a number of shops, and he looks at the signs and kind of uses his keen mind and determines one of the shops doesn't look as impressive, but the quality is high, and so he brings you there.
Okay, I roll a 12 and I'm adding my int to that, right?
Yep.
Which is 3, so 15.
Your investigation, which is a 5. Right here.
So
Yeah.
17.
Right. So Dumpcraft says to tell you guys you see a graveyard, so you can raid the corpses for armor.
And
You wouldn't
that's
want to
why
raid the dead. They're buried with that armor on purpose.
Well, that's why we have current armor. We retrieved it when we went in the catacombs from Loki's followers. I think it was, wasn't it?
You're very
we only
selective.
got big armor from that one. There was only one big piece of armor out of that catacomb, and we gave that stuff to the Jarl. We had coin. So yeah, we need to get armor here. We got some linen and stuff from the Jarl last time.
Oh, the Yarga gave it to us. Okay.
Well, from his brother.
Yeah, because we gave him such nice big sword and shield.
So, he brings you into this shop. See, it's a younger individual who seems like he's more recently kind of finished his apprenticeship and is now trying to work. Welcome. How can I help you?
Do you want to talk? I look over at the mute. You want to talk, or do you want me to?
So I look at the smith. Because did we go to a ferry or did we go to a smith?
Smith, I believe is what you said you wanted.
So I look at the smith and I point at my armor and I show the damage, and I look back at him.
Yes, we were looking to possibly trade up and purchase some better armor for my friends. Did Bjork come with us?
I don't know. Did he?
Jarl, are you there? Okay.
I am so sorry, I was muted. Yes, I would be at the table.
Okay, so looking to purchase some better, maybe lighter armor for my two friends here.
Ah, very well. What sort of armor are you looking for?
And I look over at Mute and Bjork. I don't know. I know
I pull my axe from its holster and I lightly swing it into Haraf's armor.
Maybe something like mine here. I think this is Gambison. I don't know if there's anything better, but at least something of this
I see.
style, maybe.
So you would like to have something like a decent gambeson?
Yes, if you have any.
Let me see what I can find here. I believe my associate has built some. You notice that the shop seems to be kind of split in two, where he has the metalworking stuff and then the non-metalworking leather and cloth side.
Actually, I ask if I guess Mute can't now, but I ask if any of them also require shields of any kind, or I asked Bjork if you want something heavier. I don't know what style he likes.
Yorick?
Do they have any... This is just armor, isn't it?
No.
Do they have anything heavier than the long spear? That is of similar, weapons that Vikings would use. Obviously, they wouldn't have pikes, but...
Thank you for the
Call
bits.
the pike a heavy spear.
Yeah, let me see here.
Because I know there's a heavy long spear, but it's not in vanilla 5e. It's in the further books.
You know which one it's in?
I don't remember off the top of my head, no.
If you want, a pike could be a two-handed heavy spear, if that's what you were looking for.
Well, pikes are axes, and they didn't have that in the Viking era.
Oh, so not pike. Which is the one I'm thinking of? I mean, mechanically, there's pike.
Are you talking about glaives?
Glaive. That's it. I think I'm thinking of a glaive.
What do you have right now?
I have just a regular long spear.
D8? D6?
Sorry. It is a D10.
D10.
Oh, I think we already, renamed the heavier polearm.
I think we did the glaive and made it be piercing instead of slashing, because the glaive is a D10.
Yeah.
It's heavy reach, two-handed.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we did.
A pike, yeah, that's a pike. D10, heavy, reach to end. So you have a heavy spear, I guess, instead of a long spear. Works.
Yeah, we called it a long
That's why
spear,
I called it a long
but
spear.
it's essentially a pike. In some ways, it's just not a pike.
Okay, so we're not.
So no
We're not
shields.
upgrading your weapon. Yeah, you can't use shields.
However, you could look at trying to make a versatile version of it that would drop the heavy.
I get too many abilities using the two-handed feature because of my feats.
It's fine.
The other option you have is to pick up an alternate weapon to use with a shield if you wanted to.
Nah, I'm good.
Short swords, shields, anything. Okay. So we're not looking to upgrade weapons just yet. It's the armor only. Just the base armor.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't come with the dexterity penalty, I'm good to go.
There we go. Don't think he has that yet, which he probably will want it. Yeah, he has a hand axe right now. So if you want to actually get a battle axe and shield for the mute next level, that would be a good option.
Yeah. I think weapons will upgrade, I think, next level.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. There's also actually... we probably don't have enough, but I don't know offhand, but yeah, medium armor if it's not too encumbering for Bjork. And does the mute get medium armor as well later?
Medium armor next level.
So the other option is maybe we wait and get some medium armor for the mute
Now,
later.
You could put an order in and pick it up
We
next
could
level.
also save our money and level quicker.
No,
Yeah, I think
that won't matter. It's your additional gains have to be there.
And I think it would be best because you're not as quick as I am, that we probably both get you both medium armor as soon as possible. Maybe skip the Gambeson. But that's up to you.
As long as it doesn't give me disadvantage on any of my skills that rely on dexterity.
You tend to fight behind us anyway, so maybe save your money. Unless he has medium armor for you now.
What is your dex mod, Bjork?
It's 2.
It's 2? Okay. So medium armor would actually do fine for you. The only
But I just can't afford the ones that give me disadvantage on dexterity checks.
disadvantage to stealth. Not
Yeah.
okay. It's just to stealth, not dex. They don't have one that gives disadvantage to dex per se. It's just stealth that you'd have disadvantage on.
Now the
Right,
equivalent,
and that's what I was referring to.
Okay.
now if there was the equivalent of a chain shirt, it's probably the only, using D&D stuff, the chain shirt is the only thing.
Which
It's
is
the best.
13 plus 2. So you'd have a plus 5 mod to your armor. without a
So
shield.
we're going to be spending this money so I can get +1 to what I have now. Because right now I get a +4. So if it's worth the money, then let's do it. But if it's expensive,
How,
it's not really worth it.
how do you have a +2 with?
I have 2 dexterity, and the linen leather gave me 1, and then I have an AC boost as one of my abilities because of what
Right,
I'm
right.
wearing.
Okay, so we could get you hide or chain, and hide will go up by 1, chain will go up by 2, I believe. But yeah, that's if any of that is available.
Yeah, which you guys can always put an order for next level too, so that you can come back.
Yeah, if he
And-
has, I think, if he has a chain shirt, then it's worth it. If he doesn't, then we can order one, I think.
Yeah, he doesn't have any currently available, but he can order it.
Bjork, did you want to get something lighter now, or do you want to wait until we get back home?
I'm okay the way I am. If there's anything else we could spend the money on, like I said, we're talking about a +1 to my AC, so it's not a significant 2%. I'd be able to dodge 2% more.
Well, the chain shirt equivalent would be a +2.
All right, fine. I would be able to dodge 4% more attacks. It just the math versus however much it costs. It seems like it's kind of a silly decision.
Well, 50 is not too bad, depending on how much extra might be. But okay, then I think we don't need anything in the way of weapons right now. It's it's not like I can use anything else. So
Okay.
I guess that's it then. I guess we don't need anything for a while. But
Did
I would
you-
look. Sorry, go ahead.
Did you want to place an order for the gear you're talking about getting for next level
think-
or not?
I think we're gonna place the order back home. I don't know when we back out this way. We're hoping you had something in stock to meet our requirements, but we have some coin, but not a lot to go getting anything we need. So, well, thank you for your help. Maybe we'll be back along this. When we're back along this way, we'll see what you have in stock.
All right. Well, if you ever need anything, you know where I am.
Well, thank you for your help. Actually, I am going to because I have D6 arrows, and I was looking how much would be another D6 of arrows. Essentially, like a stack of arrows. Would they be the same as
Let me double check the costs. Of course, you have the weapon chart, but you don't say prices. There it is. This one does. Oh, I remember the price, and I had it here, and you know, when you pull everything up and then it's been a while and things get closed and you don't have the stuff up anymore.
1 GP for
One?
Yeah,
Okay. So yeah, it'd be,
so 1 silver.
let's call it 2 silver,
2 silver
because
that
it's
works.
a resource bundle instead of just a...
Now, so what would that do? Would that give me an essentially 2d6, or would that bring me up to a d8? How would
D8.
a d8? Okay, that works for me. So I have 1 bigger bundle instead of 2 bundles.
Basically.
That works. Yes.
It's basically your bundle of arrows. You just keep adding to it. Now, that doesn't mean you have your whole bundle in a quiver,
Yes.
but it's
actually,
your
that's-
supply of said item.
Actually, that's a good question. I don't think anyone else has a ranged weapon, and that's what I remember. What they need. Well, sure, someone a hand axe or something, or it can throw, but
Sure, it's up to them. Yorick.
that's what I say to Bjork. Yeah. Do you think you might need a bow? Might be good. I have a smaller bow, but you maybe want one of the if he has a larger one.
I mean, I can shoot a bow, but none of my combat, it would be basic attacks, basically.
I know you can use martial weapons. So you're not going to be great at it, but you're better than like if you need to use range. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, like I was saying, I could definitely use one.
Do you have any bows for sale?
Sure. What kind of bow are you looking for?
Well, I'm sure Bjorn can use one of the
So-
biggest you got.
While they're chatting, just that way I'm doing something. I'm looking around for his grinding stone. He has one, I'm assuming, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I motion to Bjork to ask if I can use his stone.
Might my friend use your grinding stone?
If he's gentle with it, I can allow that, yes.
Okay, can I roll a D for something to do improvement to my axe, sharpen it up a little bit?
Sure. Roll a
20.
smithing or weapons.
We'll do a smithing because that's what I'm doing on.
Okay.
And I got smithing as a proficiency in like my level 1, didn't I?
Smithing tools. It would be on your sheet.
Okay.
But I
It's
thought
not
you
on
took
the-
smithing tools, but I didn't want to assume. 4 tools. Oh, it doesn't have that.
Oh. So, do you want me to add 4 tools, or at least 1?
I don't know if what you're asking and if you're asking me. I just does it give me a proficiency bonus? Okay.
Well, since you have tools, I also recommend later on maybe getting herbalism or something. Because you are the scholar of the group. Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll talk later.
Okay. All right. So, anyways, while you guys are negotiating your something, I'm gonna roll for a smithy here. Let's see. We got a 1. So apparently, I break his shit. So I thank him for
Actually,
allowing me to.
I'm gonna use my inspiration so that he rolls again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, oh well, then I'll use mine.
No, I'll use mine.
Okay, cool. Alright, let's
Hold
see
on.
what this
Before you
roll is.
roll, before you roll, I'm playing a card.
Oh God.
I can't see what the card
Theremin
says.
rolls
What
played
is the
this
card?
card.
a moment, and there it is.
Well, I can't see what to say.
You get a +2. It's a boon.
Okay. All right. Can I use my inspiration at the same time? Okay, then I got a 7 plus whatever I got a 5 plus what my proficiency is, which is what a plus 5. And then, okay, 12. Okay, 12 it is. Okay, thank you. No, I was literally just like trying to do something instead of standing there with my thumb up my backside.
Yes. Did you want to?
I think that was for you, Jarl. You might be muted again.
Like I said, I'm fine with what I got. If he wants
so
to give
you
me a
don't-
longbow, he can. Or a bow. But like I said, it would just be basic attack. But if he wants to get a range item for me, he can.
So which weapons again? Sorry, I didn't catch them all. I knew there was a net. What kind of? Oh, kind of. I was looking at the bows actually. What kind do you have? Oh, just as a backup in case needed. Wanted something a little more than mine, if possible, for him. He understands the weapons better than I do. A war bow? I don't know what they're called. I just know how to point and shoot. Okay, you know what? I will spend the money. I'll spend 50 and get 2 short bows if he has 2 of them in stock, one for each of them. Oh, yeah. No, I don't need them. I don't need ammunition. They don't come with ammunition. Oh, actually, I think normally they do, but it's up to you. Things are a little different. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So before he hold on just a second. Sorry, I had to click a button. So Haraf makes mention that he wants to buy 2 short bows, and the kind gentleman goes to hand me one, and I look at it, and I motion to Bjork. I have never trained in bow. I know nothing of this tool. I would rather smash with my axe and my shield. Then I motion to Haraf. Save your coin. I need not this tool.
It's in case range is needed. We can't get into axe range. That's why it's always good to have a backup weapon for those situations. We want to tactically not to advance in combat, I guess.
Our numbers are. Yeah, we can't necessarily do a shield wall, but we can't make a good line of arrows either. I'm okay with, again, smashing shield to flesh.
So I asked you. So you don't want one as a secondary weapon?
I'm more likely to shoot you in the back than to shoot my enemy.
I'm certain you've used it before, but fine. Yes, but the hand axes are cheaper. I will purchase for them 1 short bow plus ammo, a stack of ammo of the arrows, and 2 hand axes.
That is more fitting for my style.
D&D wise, that is, short bow 25, so 35, and you said 2 coin for a stack of arrows, so 37. Is that correct in my math? It's 2 for a stack of arrows. Well, I would like to reduce that and see if we can get a good deal. I would like to barter with, and say that seems a bit on the higher end. Perhaps you could come down a little bit. See, as I go through some of my coin, trying to count it out. In hands with hand signals, I speak to Bjork if he has any suggestions, since he's a better trader than me. I'll say, well, we were part of the group that took out that creature that was hunting the villagers and stuff. Well, we're in a different town. Oh, we're in a different town. Okay, never mind. Forgot we're in a different town.
Yeah, you guys are in a different town, so he...
Right. Yeah.
No.
No, it's fine. Does Bjork have any suggestions as I ask him in hand sign?
DM, were the bows properly priced? Like, were they a fair price?
Yes.
I think this is a fair deal.
You know what?
And
I think
it's the arrows was going to be a D6 supply of arrows. And
right.
Basically 2 D4 sets of hand axes.
How much were the hand axes individually?
5.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I take 10 coin from my purse while he's adding, trying to haggle. I'm okay. You don't shortchange good craft, and I put my 10 coin down.
Okay, and I'll spend the additional 20, was it? No.
30.
Additional 30.
Okay, so then you have sets of hand axes, D4 resource each. A
Okay.
short bow with a D6 resource of arrows.
So he has so I'm going to write on a sheet. He has, we can call it a throwing axe, because he already has a hand axe there.
Do you want to give him both bundles of throwing axes or just one?
Did you want one, Bjork? If not, I'll put both on his sheet. It's up to, or you're fine with
I mean, I got them, and so I may use them, and you got him the bow, so
The bow should be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Then
I
you
will,
can bump it to a D6 instead of 2 D4 being separate. You can make it a D6.
throwing axe. And it's 1d6 usage dice.
Yep.
And it'll be a plus 5 or plus 6.
Whatever his sheet has there.
Well, I don't know if Phil-handed works with that or not. It's up to you if you...
Let's see. Fell-handed. Battle axe, great axe, warhammer, maul. What it's supposed to work with.
Yes, it's technically a hand axe, but we're turning it into a usage die for thrown only, so I don't know if it's up to you.
That's fine. Yeah.
And so it's 1d6 plus 3. Okay. All right. So Wicked, once you use them, I think, or I don't know if it's the end of combat, you roll the number in the brackets. As long as you don't roll a 1, you still have all of them.
You basically are able to recover them.
Yeah. And if you roll a 1, then it goes down to a d4. And then you do that again for the next combat.
okay.
All right, then.
Anything else I can help you with?
No. I greatly appreciate all your help with us, and perhaps next time we're in town, we'll come straight away here and see what you have for wares.
Sounds great. Thank you. All right. You guys are able to bed down for the night. get a good rest. Anything else you guys want to do while we're here?
No.
Nope, I'm good.
What do you
I
guys?
was gonna look at Poultices, but I think we've done enough negotiation.
Well, you guys are bedding down for the night. You know, eating your meal and stuff. Few of the rambunctious youths here decide that you'd be fun to pick on. Start mouthing off to you. Look at these softies. Bet they've never swung a hammer in their life.
No.
So I look over at Bjork and I hear this and I motion. Now, remember what we mentioned about earlier.
Bjork nods.
And then I
Doesn't say
motion.
anything.
I also remember what you told me. And I stand up and I look at these youth. How many is there?
There's 5.
Any of them close enough to me for me to just punch right in the face?
You'd have to step forward to do it, but yeah.
I stand up and I go, mute, and this sounds like just a half-hearted protest. Mute. They're craftsmen. They're not warriors like us.
So I look.
never swung a hammer. I say this out loud. I've never swung a hammer, but I think I could take them on.
So I look at them, and I look at my axe, and I look back at him, and I reach for my axe. I don't draw it, but I reach for it, and I snarl.
Oh, so you think you're a tough one?
With him saying, "Do I think I'm a tough one?" I nod. I look back at Bjork, and I swing at whichever one is the closest to me.
Okay. Roll an attack.
It's 20, right? Everything's a 20, pretty much.
20
Yeah.
for attack.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
All right.
Oh my god, it was 20 and then it rolled to 4. Okay, well, I got a 4 plus whatever my bonus is for that. Is that strength? What is it that I go off of with
Yeah,
that?
strength.
Dex? Strength? So, 7 total? Right?
I think so.
5.
All
No,
right.
5. Strength is 5, so 9 total.
Okay. Now let's roll initiative. Whoa! That guy went flying.
God damn it, I rolled another 2. This dice is broken.
I got a 2 as well. It stopped in midair, and then it rolled to a 2.
I'm blaming Jarl's ping.
His ping's not as bad as it was.
Shut up, it's still his fault.
Okay.
I just realized even if I connect with my fist, I do -1 damage. After.
It's min 1, though.
Yeah, I figured it was minimum 1.
But yeah, you literally do
Heal.
the absolute minimum damage.
I have a healing touch.
For brawling, it tends to be a 1 plus your strength mod for the hit. Unless you're proficient in fisticuffs.
Yeah, these two are better at fisticuffs than I am.
Yeah. So what was your total on that? Wicked?
Me?
Yeah.
See, what was 1 plus? I didn't catch that part. My initial roll was a 4 plus my strength is 5,
Okay.
right? 'Cause that's
Yeah.
what it says right there, 5.
Oh, that's on the save. So it's a +3. That's on a save. Strength save
Okay.
would do that.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, then 7.
Okay. So yeah, He dodges as you swing at him, and then we fall into initiative. But we will
Sorry,
keep that going.
what was Mute's initiative?
Dial it in on your circle.
Yeah, I was putting it in for him, but I think I got the wrong number. I think
Yeah,
you rolled-
initiative is roll plus dex, right?
Oh.
Yeah, so it was a 3. I was getting there.
Yeah, sorry, I was just helping. Sorry.
You guys ready?
Yep.
Yorick and Varger have not put in their initiative. Yorick?
I put 1 in for Varder, unless you want to do something.
I am sorry, I was not aware if this was a group fight. I was like, yeah,
I mean-
fist fight. Oh shit.
If you want to stay out of it, you can.
Oh no, I'll roll. I thought it was just between. There we go.
I would.
Hey, it
I don't
actually
know.
let me roll. I didn't even notice that.
It depends on if, you know, you
I
want
just
to join.
did it on a default. Do.
You all set?
Yep.
There we go. Yorick takes the lead. Yorick, you see the mute swing out at the one in front of him. And it doesn't connect.
I think I'm going to. I'm gonna half my spear and just wait until I want to see. As long as those guys don't gang up on him, if they all start ganging up on Mute, then I'm gonna come in with the spear. But if it's gonna be a one-on-one fight, I'll let it play out. So I'm gonna ready an action for when the others attack him to non-lethally hit them with my spear.
Okay. Is that all for your round?
I believe that is it.
Very well. That would mean it is Haraf's turn. What is Haraf? Haraf do?
Raph is going to pull out a dagger, but he's going to supposed to do subdual damage with it. I'm not trying to. I won't stab them.
Okay.
I just want to be able to get the finesse. Does that still do possible?
I don't want to stab him. I just want to cut the bitch.
I just wondering if using like the pommel of a dagger, like a fist load, is that still finesse or not?
I believe in D&D you can just say non-lethal damage and then
Yeah, that's
roll like
essentially what I'm
normal.
going to. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to do non-lethal. So I prep my dagger to use the pommel for non-lethal damage, and I will take the dodge action. No, I will take the ready action if anyone comes towards me, and I would actually. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'll do.
While both of the members of my team, it's not my turn, I know, but while both of the members of my team have gone, I kind of give this come on to the guy that I swung at and missed.
Okay. So they look at you and they're like, so it's just the one that's going to need a walloping, is that it? Well, the two of you want a walloping too.
Well, I see no need for us to murder you all, so as long as it's an honest walloping between one person, by all means. If the other of you take one single step towards him, I'll cut you down.
I draw my axe from my holster and hand it to Bjork and raise my fists up again.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a dodge, your armor save. You're seeing if you take a hit.
20 again, right? Or the D20?
Yep. They'll oblige, and the rest of them will step back, but they're ready to step back in.
Okay, 4 plus armor, which is 5? Yeah, so 9.
Okay. So he connects with you. You can roll... no, it wouldn't be a roll. It would be 4 damage. It's not going to be permanent, so we'll just move it. You have how much total?
19.
Dude. You're a beast.
He is a beast at level 2. That's a lot of HP.
Still, can't believe
have
he has that
16.
much. Wow.
I'll say
But still, that's awesome, yeah. Means you're more
At
survivable.
level 2, though, 1 hit point is a tremendous amount of
Help, yeah.
leverage over people. So
Oh,
when
yeah.
you're 3 hit points over 2 people in your party, they already have a fuck ton of hit points.
And then, of course, there's Jotnar, who's a whole different story of crazy.
I don't. That would have been funny if you walked in right now and it's like, sure, let's all fight.
Sure. He wouldn't say, sure, let's fight. He would just run in and knock a couple of them out and be like,
I see you
Yeah,
as friends.
on his way over to the bar to get some food.
To quote Avengers, be like, I see you have friends. Well, we have a Jotnar.
So, I take the hit, 4 damage. I'm assuming that's a nice chest blow.
Yep.
So, I stagger back just a touch, and I smile. I look at the others and nod and smile, and raise back up and raise my hands, and I'm ready to take my swing.
Go for it.
Now, pro tip there, Wicked, if you roll low, you can spend your coin. You don't have to wait for the DM to tell you that whether or not you hit or miss. If it's a garbage roll, you can spin your coin and roll again.
I think he used this.
He used it on the first.
Yeah, I used it on the first because I rolled a 2 on initiation. Again, I am rolling shit this morning. So, come on, good roll. Ooh,
There you go.
16 plus, is that with strength too, right? So, 19.
Yeah, that hits.
21, actually, because you were proficient in punching.
Am I? Am I
No.
really?
Yeah, I think everyone's proficient in unarmed. So just pretend it's your hatchet for the attack bonus. Correct or no?
I don't know. It may count as an improvised weapon. I'll have to double check, but we can call it for now that it's fine, that he's proficient.
Oh, and
It's-
what maneuvers does he have?
I have
So
punch
maybe
in
we can-
face. This is a brawl, bar brawl.
Right.
My
so
maneuvers don't.
use-
I have assess the situation and 1 step ahead. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, so I hit him.
So
and
he's
he-
going to swing back at you. So you get to roll another armor save.
Okay. Uh, 10 plus my armor class of 5, 15.
So this time he swings and you're able to dodge and deflect his arm. And now it's your turn to swing back. Do you connect with him? Roll your attack.
I was trying to find my other d20.
Ah,
I didn't like that other die. It was being dumb. 9 plus 5, 14.
14 on the attack.
Yep.
Just hits. So roll your... no, never mind. Yeah. Doing min damage, basically, because you missed. So that's 2 hits.
4.
So he swings back at you, so you can roll an armor save.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh, I gotta highlight my die. Hang on a second. Okay.
Bar Brawl.
12 plus 5, 17.
17. That's a hit.
No, this was a dodge,
I know.
sir.
So it's a hit in the sense of a success, not in a sense you actually got hit. Sorry.
It's a hit in the sense of a miss.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So, yeah,
So
you're able to deflect that one again. She's like, and you're like, whoop. Feel free to give it some narrative flair if you want.
So I swing at him and I miss. He is able to dodge the first punch and actually comes back with a nice solid hit to my chest. A little staggering, but not enough to really do the damage. So I swing back, connecting just enough to let him know I can fight as well. He takes a right and I dodge, countering with a jab to his face. He takes a left and I dodge again. At this point, I lower my hands and I look at him. And I just kind of motion over to Bjork. Do we need to finish?
Bjork shrugs, emotions to you. It's your call.
No, I meant to. I'm sorry. To advise him, I'm asking.
Oh, yes. Do you wish to continue, or have you had enough?
I'm gonna knock this guy down a peg.
So as he says that, before he can even complete that, hold on. So I ask if he wants to continue, and as he's saying, I'm gonna knock this guy, and he can't finish, I roll an 18.
Nice. Yeah, that's a hit.
So as he's saying that, I just give him a nice little wallop across his face, and just, are you sure you want to keep talking?
He's gonna make you roll a dodge save, armor save again.
All right, 11, 5, 16.
You dodge. And his friends step in this way, not towards the rest of your friends, but towards him, and seem like they're trying to get him to back down. They're like, dude, come on, chill. You've already gotten your face beat. Your turn.
So as I see his friends coming towards him, I can't tell if this is aggressive or not. So I turn to Bjork and extend my hand, and he can tell that I'm saying, "Hand me my axe."
Bjork, since you're not in the fight and you're watching them, you see they're actually behind their companion a bit, not moving directly up towards you.
Well, the moment that they step towards me, I will give them a stabby stab. A non-lethal stabby stab.
They move towards him in the sense of it's towards their friend.
I meant within the attack range, because then they'll be within range of my spear.
I think they're just outside of it, yeah. They literally took a step towards him and are trying to get his attention, not towards me. So, I mean, they were here and took a step this way. So they went this way instead of this way towards
we
him.
understand. We're
Okay.
I requested my axe as a precautionary as I see them coming up. If Bjork doesn't wish to hand it to me, and he sees, because I'm looking just at the aggressor, and he sees that they are not aggressing towards me, he can wave it off.
It's up to him. I was just making sure it was clear what he could see. That's all.
Yeah, and I think what would happen, since I have a readied action, is I'd probably pop my readied action, take my initiative back, and then use a bonus action to give the axe to mute.
Yeah, it would be back to your turn. Since you're ready to action, that figure it would go back to your turn, and so you could
just ready it up again. If they attack you, I'll get a stabby stab.
Just making ready.
And if it's my turn, I actually.
Well, no, it's not.
did he-
It's not. Nobody's done anything yet. It's
Right.
They are trying to get their buddy out of there, and we're just having conversations right now.
They stepped
Well, I
in.
was just going to do something to show him that we're a lot stronger than he thinks.
Sure, his busted nose shows him that.
So you right now it would be back to Bjork then.
Only if they're wanting to initiate a fight. It doesn't sound like they. So it was his turn, my turn, his turn, my turn, blah blah. And my last turn was a strike upon his face. And so if they're going to continue combat, then it would be Bjork's turn. But if they're pulling him out of combat, then let's continue that path.
Which it's currently Bjork's turn. They haven't been able to get him out yet, or not. So it's up to you how you want to proceed. If you want to just watch what happens, then we'll skip this turn and it theirs. If not,
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep my ready to action.
Breath.
I will actually. I just don't know if I should want to intimidate them. I'm just gonna ready my action again. If someone else steps close, I'll hit them with the dagger.
So the two of them try to grab their friend. And he gets out of their hands and swings blindly at the mute again. So roll an armor save at advantage. Or roll 2d20 and take the highest.
So one was 18 and two was 17. So 23 would be the highest.
Yeah, so you dodge it, like you see it coming. As he
Can he
ducks
fall on the floor?
under theirs and he swings at you. Just misses. No, he doesn't quite fall on the floor, but
Okay. Well, if he's swinging at me again, then he's not had enough. I am going to
I
go
think
ahead.
he wants seconds.
you did see that his friends were trying to grapple him, but
Yeah, I know.
he rolled
I
a
had to
nat
stop
20
because I
to
was
get out
doing
of
something.
their grapple.
Gotcha. No worries. So as he swings at me, and I dodge, I'm actually going. Do I have the ability to shove?
Mhm.
Can I, instead of punch, can I shove?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's still a D20, right?
Yeah, and you're adding just your strength modifier, or athletics. Yeah, athletics. Probably. It's been a while since I've done shove. I don't think they have that on here either.
It's okay. I'll take athletics. It's a +5. So I rolled an 11 plus 5. As he swings at me, I'm going to just say he comes in with the right hand, swinging over in this direction. I block it and push him over towards this individual here and push him back into the embrace of his homie.
Yeah, he trips and falls over as you shove him back.
I look at his friends and I motion to Bjork to tell them, as I'm telling you now, to tell them, we don't need to fight. Take your friend and go, unless you have business with us.
He's
My
on the-
friend here says that there is no need for further violence. Your friend proved his point, and I point to the prone guy. You may take him. No dishonor upon you.
So they try to grapple him and get him out. So I'm going to have Jarl and Raven. Both of you roll a d20 for the two trying to grab their companion.
Okay. Oh. How's a nat 20 for you?
Likely to succeed.
Another nat 20.
Oh my god! No joke. I just saw him roll that.
Oh, that-
He's
that-
amazing.
Fucking dog pile on him. Ah!
That is awesome.
Actually, I had a question. How much is a drink in this place?
I'll have to look that up. Give me a second.
Or how many could you get for a silver coin?
Oh, you're gonna buy him drinks.
just say
That's-
just say rounds and we'll tally up later.
So they just grab him since he's acting crazy and actually throw him through the door, and he lands on
Hey,
the side.
yeet him the fuck out.
He was yoded.
You're like, sorry, he got out of hand. He just was trying to have some fun. We've been working all day and just need to blow off some steam. Sorry that he got out of hand like that.
I rub my chest a little bit, and I laugh. Make a hand signal to Bjork. Sometimes letting off steam is fun.
My friend here says he appreciated it. He too needed to let off steam.
You can get a
Had a rough day at the market.
jug of ale for a silver.
I toss a silver coin to one of them, and I'll say, buy yourselves something to drink.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
And it's a good thing you had a good head on your shoulders, because this would not have gone well for you. And making sure I'm not near anything flammable, I'll produce the flame in my hand for a moment and then let it disappear.
Like,
Make him roll. I want to see if he lights the roof on fire again.
go for it.
What?
Roll a d20.
Ugh.
I want to see if you light the roof on fire
This
again.
is where I rolled a 1. Okay, a 2. See, I didn't roll a 1, I rolled a 2.
You accidentally light your drink on fire that you're about to drink. It has just enough alcoholic content. You light it on fire, so now you have a flaming mug in your hand.
It's a flaming mo. Thank you.
All of a
it's a
sudden,
flaming
all of a
mo-
sudden, the bartender gets pissed off because
You're
everybody in the bar sees that and they start ordering one. We'll take
The
what he's
secret
having.
ingredient is cough syrup.
Well, see, the advantage is you're at least at this place, which has steel anchors instead of clay or wood. If you did this at Oscars, theirs are made of wood. You could be in a little bit more of trouble.
Well,
So I laugh as Hraf looks cool, and I'm sure the people standing there are probably amazed. I know the difference, and I laugh, and I turn back around and sit on my stool and go back to my drink.
The moment he turns around and sit on his stool, the handle of his axe is there waiting for him.
I look over at Bjork, and I do this, like, hand up, really? And take the axe, put it back in my scabbard, or rings.
I gave myself a DC of 10 for a wisdom save, and I got an 11, so I'm good. So I don't react to the drink lighting on fire. I'll blow it out and then take a swig of it.
Sounds
I
good.
meant to do that.
Oh, yeah, that
It's all for
that was what I was showing. Oh man, I love this game. Just the fun you can have. I mean, the stories. It's great. Oh, thank you guys. I need to throw some fun in there because I knew Wicked needed a little bit more dice rolling. And the dice weren't being cooperative for anything else, so I figured a nice little brawl would do it.
I was very tempted to throw in an encounter after that too, but it's like more people stood up, and it was like a
Your
ballroom.
mug lighting on fire makes them angry, and they all pile in and attack.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but no, it's
And the man in the back said, "Everyone attack." And it turned into a ballroom blitz.
There you go. See, now, Wicked, you're gonna go have to tell your lady that, you know, you got into bar brawl over some drinks and came back slightly bruised, and the other guy left bloodied.
He was effectively yeeted through the saloon doors.
Oh, man. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it. Be sure to check these fine folks out. We'll give them all a shout out here. It has been such a blast playing with you guys. Thank you all.
well. Thank you.
Yay! Thank you, everyone in Dime's World, hanging out with us. We appreciate it. And thank you, Dime, for letting me throw fisticuffs at people's.
Always, man. I'm looking forward to you guys getting back and getting to start working on the ship and getting to have that lovely thing. And Raven
Yay,
Rolls wants to make
journeys.
sure everyone knows about the XP Guild. Yay!
Yay!
Thank you all so much. Until next time, as always, enjoy the story. We'll see you then.